More man tips by John Kim, do's and don'ts that I believe will possibly challenge men to live at a higher potential, but I don't know why I'm doing this. This feels very presidential. But these videos aren't just for men, they're also for women to challenge their definitions and also raise their standards and choose wisely. I also don't know why I'm wearing a white t-shirt against a white background. I must look like Max Headroom, just a floating head. Alright fuckers, let's do this. Look, I'm 45, I say fuck, I say dude, I say rad. I've been saying dude and rad since the 80s. The cement is dry, I'm not gonna change. Alright. Tip number one, don't be a double douche. Now, we all are going to be a douche or have been at one point in our lives. For me, all of my 20s, right? But don't do it again. So we all get one get out of douchery jail free card, right? And then once we use that, to be a man, you shouldn't be a double douche. So you can be a douche, you just can't be a double douche. So let's talk about what it looks like to be a double douche. So here are some examples of being a double douche. Purchasing a bright yellow Ferrari just because you can, not because you're a car enthusiast. Being a dick to the elderly and children. Checking yourself in every reflection, which by the way, in my last video, I admitted that I do. God, does that make me a double douche? Offensive tattoos meant for attention. Super crunchy hair. Soft. Not being able to control your alcohol. Groping women. Fake bake. Teeth that glow in the dark. Sporting sunglasses indoors. Controlling your partner. Being the loudest in the room on purpose. Flavored condoms. Animal cruelty. Pulling in front of the car that cut you off and slamming on your brakes. Not tipping or tipping poorly, or tipping exceptionally high, but making sure everyone sees how much you've tipped. Tossing your keys at the valet guy instead of just handing them to him. Way too much cologne. Demanding to speak to the manager of the restaurant in front of your company. V-necks that meet at your belly. Refusing to turn down your car stereo during conversations in the car. Being creepy. Oh, women are going to love this one. Motorcycles that set off car alarms. Bullying. Cursing and using graphic language in front of women. Ghosting. Asking people you don't know how much money they make. Telling people you don't know how much money you make. Screaming like you're giving birth when you're working out. Jaywalking across the street when all of your other friends are using the crosswalk. Driving recklessly. Going halves on the check on the first date, especially when you asked her out. Talking over people. Being an asshole to your parents. Belching in public. Putting people down. Gossiping. Character assassination. Talking shit about others when they're not there. Asking your partner about her sexual history just because you're quote-unquote curious, and then using it against her. Treating employees like shit. Using your job position to sexually harass or control or bully. So those are just a few of examples, and I'm 100% sure that I have put many holes in my douche card. Tip number two, don't just wear the compassion t-shirt. I don't know why I have these cards, and there's nothing on them. They're actually blank. But I just feel very professional, like I've prepared something. It's a exercise I'm doing for myself. I do that. Okay, anyway. I mean, you could wear my compassion t-shirt if you want to wear it literally, but what I mean by don't just wear the compassion t-shirt is I think that wellness has become very commercial, and there's a lot of big words like compassion that people are preaching, and they're quote unquote wearing the t-shirt, but they're not actually practicing it. And I think that real men practice compassion. So what does that look like to practice compassion? I think compassion is about being kind and trying to understand the other person. So in Buddhism, they talk about having a strong back and a soft front, get your mind out of the gutter. And I think that this is what compassion is. It's having a spine but lowering your shield. So yes, empathy and being supportive and championing someone's story, but being compassionate isn't fixing someone, right? It's showing compassion, it's leading with your heart, it's loving someone, but it's not quote unquote fixing someone or giving them your definitions of solutions, because then you are making it about you and you could possibly be controlling instead of compassionate. So compassionate means to hold the safe space. It means to be strong for someone, right? And to help them and encourage them and support them and try to understand them and be empathetic, but you are not losing yourself. So I think that men, real men, practice compassion, not only with women, but also with other men, with people in general, that you are standing on your truth, but you're also being kind, right? You are having a strong spine, but you're lowering your shield. You are being vulnerable, you are being empathetic, you are showing kindness, you are being supportive, you are championing someone's story, but you are not losing your sense of self and your truth. Okay, and my last tip today is do be mindful. This is not a one-time thing. This is a practice to be mindful in everything you do. Now, I know this is difficult, but I really think this is what separates boys from men. Most boys are not present, right? They're in their heads. I was the kid in school, in classrooms. I was always staring outside the window, dreaming. I would never be present. All the way up until my 30s, I would inhale food and I wouldn't be engaged in whoever's sitting in front of me. So I think men have the ability, and this is something that is practiced and earned, of being mindful. So under that umbrella, it means putting your phone away. And it doesn't matter if you are eating or having a conversation or making love. Being mindful means to be there, right? To show yourself, to be present. If not, you're going to be in your head and you're going to be invisible. And I think this is also a respect thing, you know? So I think that men, when they're in front of other people, that they are practicing mindfulness. They're doing everything they can to be present and engaged and giving their undivided attention. And also, when you practice mindfulness, you are respecting life, right? You are not allowing your thoughts to pull you into your time machine and throw you into your mental and emotional quicksand. Instead, you are announcing to the world and to yourself and to other people that you are alive and you are living. And so, whether you are eating, whether you are being creative, whether you are doing YouTube videos, or you are working out, or whatever it is that you are doing, practice mindfulness. Get out of your head, get into life, and be very present. That is where men live. Guys, thanks for watching. And when I say guys, I mean both genders, men and women. Please make comments below to help me create a dialogue, but also if you have questions or if you want to explore a topic or want me to expand or go deeper or never do these videos again, please comment below. I will read them.